Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coins TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history hunters. Today we are diving deep into one of the most interesting modern Canadian circulation coins ever released, the 2009 Canada 5 cents coin, often recognized by collectors as part of the iconic Beaver Nickel series. This small coin may look ordinary at first glance, but when you study its design, production details, mint variations, and collector demand, you begin to understand why it has captured attention in the numismatic world. Struck by the Royal Canadian Mint, this 5-cent piece carries the classic beaver design that represents Canada's wildlife heritage and national identity. In 2009, millions of these coins entered circulation, but not all of them are equal in condition, strike quality, or collector value. Coins found in extremely fine or uncirculated condition can stand out significantly compared to heavily circulated examples. Collectors often examine details such as sharpness of the beaver engraving, rim condition, luster, and the clarity of the inscriptions. Even small differences in wear can impact desirability among coin enthusiasts. While it is still a circulation coin, certain well-preserved specimens, especially those with rare mint marks or special production characteristics, can become more desirable in the collector market. Depending on condition and demand, values can range from face value to modest premiums, and in rare cases, professionally graded high-quality pieces may attract higher collector interest. Now let's go deeper into what makes this coin special in the broader history of Canadian currency. The 5-cent Beaver Nickel design has been a symbol of Canada since 1937, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in the country's history. The 2009 edition continues this tradition, but what makes modern versions important is their role in transitional minting years where production techniques, metal composition stability, and mint quality standards evolve. The Royal Canadian Mint is known for producing coins with high precision, but collectors always look for variations, slight die differences, strike errors, or exceptionally clean uncirculated pieces. In the numismatic market, such features can sometimes elevate a coin's appeal far beyond its face value. However, it is important to understand that claims of extremely high prices, such as hundreds or thousands of dollars, usually apply only to rare error coins, special editions, or professionally graded specimens in perfect condition. Most circulated 2009 5-cent coins remain common and are valued primarily for collection completion rather than investment. Still, the fascination comes from the possibility, the idea that a small coin in your pocket change might hold a hidden premium if it belongs to a rare variation or exceptional condition grade. Collectors across the world continue to study these coins, not only for financial value but for historical connection, design appreciation, and the thrill of discovery. That is what keeps coins like the 2009 Canadian 5 cents alive in the global numismatic conversation. To truly understand the 2009 Canada 5 cents coin, we need to look at how collectors evaluate modern circulation coins and why condition plays such a powerful role in determining interest. Unlike ancient or discontinued coins, modern coins like this one are produced in extremely high quantities, which means rarity is not usually about mintage alone, it is about survival condition. Most of these coins entered circulation immediately and were used in everyday transactions, which naturally caused wear such as scratches, fading details, and loss of original mint luster. Because of this, finding a 2009 5-cent coin in very fine condition or better becomes more interesting to collectors who specialize in modern high-grade circulation coins. In numismatics, grading terms such as very fine (VF), extremely fine (XF), and brilliant uncirculated (BU) are extremely important. A VF coin will show clear wear but still maintain visible design details, while an uncirculated coin will look almost freshly minted, with sharp edges and full shine. The difference between these grades can significantly affect collector demand, even if the coin is not technically rare in terms of mintage. This is why coin grading services and professional evaluation play a major role in today's market. A coin that appears ordinary in pocket change might become more desirable once professionally graded and slabbed, especially if it is in higher than average condition for its release year. Another important aspect of the 2009 5-cent coin is its place within the evolution of Canadian coin production technology. The Royal Canadian Mint has continuously improved its minting techniques, especially in the 2000s and 2010s, focusing on sharper strikes, improved metal composition efficiency, and better anti-counterfeiting measures. Even though the 5-cent coin itself has remained relatively simple in design, the quality of strike and finish can vary slightly from year to year depending on production batches and minting equipment calibration. Collectors often study these subtle variations under magnification to identify die polishing lines, strike weakness, or minor design shifts that are not obvious to the general public. These details may not always create huge price jumps, but they add depth to the coin's story and make collecting more engaging. In addition, many collectors build full-year sets, meaning the 2009 5-cent coin becomes part of a complete collection of Canadian denominations for that year, increasing its demand in set-building markets. Over time, this consistent collector interest helps maintain stable value, even for common coins. While most examples remain low in monetary worth, the real value lies in condition, completeness, and collector demand rather than speculation of extreme pricing. Finally, when we talk about market value, it is important to stay realistic and grounded. In most cases, a circulated 2009 Canada 5-cent coin is worth its face value or slightly more to collectors who need it for albums or year sets. Coins in very fine condition may attract small premiums, and uncirculated examples can be worth a bit more depending on buyer interest. Only rare cases such as error strikes, misprints, or professionally graded high-grade specimens tend to reach higher collectible prices. The coin market is driven by demand, condition, and rarity combined, not just age or year of issue. This is why experienced collectors always recommend careful inspection before assuming high value. Even so, the excitement of coin collecting comes from discovery, and coins like the 2009 5-cent piece continue to remind us that everyday currency can still hold hidden stories, historical continuity, and the thrill of finding something special in the most ordinary places. When we go even deeper into the collector mindset, we start to understand why coins like the 2009 Canada 5 cents continue to attract attention even years after their release. Collecting is not only about rare or expensive pieces, it is also about building history in your hands, one coin at a time. Many collectors focus on complete date runs, where every year of a specific coin type is gathered in sequence. The 2009 5-cent coin becomes a key part of that timeline, especially for those building modern Canadian sets. Even though it is not a low mintage rarity, it still plays an important role in completing a historical series that stretches back decades. This is where value becomes more emotional and educational rather than purely financial. A coin that costs very little in the market can still be highly valuable in a collection because it completes a story. That is something new collectors often overlook, the idea that value is not always measured in dollars, but also in meaning, completion, and historical connection. Another interesting factor that influences interest in this coin is the global coin collecting community. With the rise of online marketplaces and digital auction platforms, coins that were once only traded locally can now reach international buyers. This has increased awareness of Canadian circulation coins, including the 5-cent series. Collectors from different countries often seek specific years to complete world coin collections, and Canada's Beaver Nickel design is widely recognized and respected. However, this global exposure also creates confusion at times, especially when exaggerated prices appear online. Some listings may claim extremely high values for common coins, sometimes in the thousands or even millions of dollars, but experienced collectors know that such prices usually do not reflect real market transactions. Instead, they are often speculative listings or misunderstandings about rarity and grading. Real market value is determined by verified sales, auction results, and professional grading records. For a 2009 5-cent coin, the realistic value depends heavily on condition, with only exceptional examples achieving notable premiums. As we conclude this part of the discussion, it becomes clear that the 2009 Canada 5 cents coin is more than just a piece of currency, it is a small but important part of Canadian numismatic history. It represents modern minting standards, everyday circulation culture, and the ongoing tradition of the Beaver Nickel design. While it may not be a high-value rarity in most cases, it still holds educational and collectible significance. For beginners, it is an excellent entry point into coin collecting, teaching important lessons about grading, condition, and realistic value expectations. For advanced collectors, it serves as a necessary piece in building complete sets and understanding modern mint variations. In the end, every coin tells a story, and even a humble 5-cent piece from 2009 carries with it the story of a nation's currency, its production technology, and the collectors who continue to preserve its legacy for future generations.